Good morning and welcome to this week's live trade video. I only do them every other week now because I'm only in the trading room every other Friday because Kim and I split the trading rooms around. So anyway, it's Friday's live trading video. So I'm looking at an hourly chart here. I'm sat here talking to the guys in the trading room, and I'm looking for a little bit of a push up, just a little bit more. And then I'm going to short the euro this morning. I am overall bullish. I'm overall in long positions still with many of our traders, but this is an intraday trade. It's a specific setup, and it just so happens this morning that it's a short setup. So if it can come up to the hourly 20, which is my blue line, blue moving average here, there's a specific reason why. It's called the flush trade. And but anyway, if you can get up into that zone, then I'll be looking to short it, and then I'll talk to you about where that target is for that trade. So I'll come back in a minute. Okay, here we are. So we're about there. Yeah, shorting here, 94. Now we've got news coming out, so I'm going to very quickly get I've got 2 units in. I'm going to get the stops in at 06, 113.06. Hello. Oh no, we've already flown through it. Oh, look, I'm going to get caught here, guys. So I haven't even been able to get my stop in because we've already flown higher. So I'm just going to have to just give it that little bit of space there. So I'm going to put the stop in at whatever I can get it at 11. So because I've put it in just before the news, I knew it was going to be a bit tight. So just bear with me. I'm trying to do it off screen. So I'm putting it in at 113.11. Looks like I'm just going to get stopped out now. 113. Oh no, it's not. Still not allowing me to. Is it all? Oh, it's already at. Okay, better put it in at 14. Okay, so and a dreadful trade here, folks. As far as there's nothing I could do about it. I'm going to show you the trade. It's actually. I'm still in at the moment with those stops. Let me just quickly take a screenshot of those positions there. So I've put the one stop in at 11, there it is, and the other one I put in at 14. It wasn't allowing me to put it in. But anyway, so I've put those in. So I got in right there. I knew that we had the French flash figures coming out, but I wasn't expecting any huge volatility or anything like that. But as we can see, it's come straight up as I've been trying to enter, or as I have entered. So it's actually gone beyond where my initial stop was going to be. So which isn't obviously ideal. So it doesn't matter because I'm only trading it small anyway, as you can see, but it's still not ideal there. So anyway, so I've managed to get my stops in. So I haven't been stopped yet, but I'm probably about to be. So we'll just have a watch here as it goes up. The overall trend is up for the euro, but like I've already said, I'm in long positions from a different time frame perspective. But today it was a what we call a flash setup, and but it's not, or flush setup should I call it. But all of a sudden we've had some, I'm assuming some better figures coming out of the Europe, which is sending the euro higher again, which I'm happy about. On a swing basis I'm happy about, but it just means that I'm going to get stopped out here on an intraday by looks of things, but not yet, you never know. But it's looking that way, isn't it? So let's just I'll press pause while we're waiting now. Now it seems to just be sitting there having a think about it, so I'll press pause. Okay, just back, and I have now just been stopped at, I adjusted my stops so that I could, because they shouldn't have been at 14. So actually, as I've been stopped out there, the stops were placed at 113.11. You can see I've been filled at 113.12 today. So what's that? £140 loss there at the moment. So never mind. We'll see how this gets on. It's not looking, as far as the setup's concerned, I very much doubt. Sometimes you take a trade and the trade sort of resets itself. I call it that, and you get another opportunity to take another trade on the same basis. But this one at the moment doesn't look like that's going to be the case because it's disrupting the pattern. The pattern is being disrupted. But we'll see. I guess if it's sold off a bit by later on in this hour, and we ended up with a bar that looked a bit like this, then I might give it another try. So we're just going to see how we close on this hour. If we close with a nice strong candle, then no, the pattern's disrupted. But if we do come off and we end up with a nice long upper wick, then I would say, well, so anyway, so that's the flush setup. I did take it just as some news was coming up, but I wasn't really factoring in that it could have moved even that much because I wasn't expecting that much. But anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. But I think it's less likely that's going to happen, which means that coming back out to the daily charts, the euro's probably going to carry on going higher on the dailies. Which, yeah, great. I won't just switch and try and go long though, because I don't have a setup to go long. I have to have certain setups that I trade. So there's no reason for me to just buy it up here just because it's going up, sort of thing. You have to have a specific setup. So, but don't get me wrong, it doesn't matter. Well, there'll always be other opportunities. So anyway, I'll press pause for now and we'll see what happens. Okay, just back here, and it's now 20 past 2 in the afternoon. So we've been having a bit of a chinwag here with the guys today. But from this morning, when the euro shot up, so had that stop out there, and then we've just left it, really. Left it alone. There's not been anything. I was quite happy for it to go higher, but there's not been anything on an intraday basis to make me want to get in on this on the long side. When you're watching these sort of charts live, it could still have gone either way. It could have pulled back, or gone higher. So there's not really anything particularly to get my interest in there today. So the euro's gone up. Obviously we still look at the other markets. The pound came down today, but even when that came down, I didn't have any. That was on the 9 a.m. bar. This one, there was no real, again, particular reason for me to, technical reason for me to want to short this. So sometimes you have to just sort of sit back and say, yes, there's been some movement in the markets, but it's not my kind of movement. It might be for someone else who has different strategies and different approaches, but it's not for my style. So my style, there's not been anything there. But it's been a nice week this week. Overall, we traded FOMC on Wednesday evening, and that played out after FOMC. Actually, we got into it after the news and played out overnight, and so it's been and there's been other stuff going on earlier on in the week. So it's been a nice enough week. So I'm quite happy to keep the powder relatively dry. The euro dollar overall, though, I'm still looking. I say still looking for. I know I don't do analysis videos generally speaking with our on our YouTube channel, but still looking for it to come up a bit more to that daily 200, my yellow line there, in the first instance. So maybe that happens into next week, maybe. But it doesn't mean to say it can't pull back first, But yeah, that's what I'm looking for overall. I shall leave you to it. Enjoy your weekends and be back in touch next week.